Hey everyone, Tin Man here, back with today's daily jail update, and after having a couple days of 12 units in jail, we only got 10 units in jail, so a little bit less than we've been used to the past couple days. And this jail doesn't really invalidate too many strategies other than scrappies. We see a couple scrappy inventors taking out both Tinker and Timbersaw, and that's really a big hit. So sorry to all the scrappy fans, they're not that viable today without those two key pieces. But everything else is pretty well open. So Phantom Assassin is missing out of Assassins, but that's the only assassin missing. And you can still actually complete the elusive buff relatively easily if you go with Templar Assassin plus Anti-Mage, and then to pair it with Insects, which is a typical thing that you do, you'll be getting Weaver with the Assassins. And since Broodmother's out, you have to use Weaver in order to get up to 3 Assassins, and that completes the elusive buff just the same. Of course, Phantom Assassin's a big carry, so it is a little bit of a loss, but I still think Assassins are quite strong, even given that. We also see Medusa missing, which probably puts a damper on 3 or 6 Hunter strategies. I try to avoid 6 Hunters for sure, and 3 Hunters are definitely a bit weaker, although Sniper, Drow Ranger, Terrorblade, Beastmaster, Marana are all still pretty good Hunters, especially if you can pair up the Sniper with a Deadeye bonus to give you that late game power. Other builds that I think are still really viable today, you've got 6 mages. With just Ogre Magi missing, there's plenty of opportunities to play all kinds of different mage compositions, and especially with 6 primordials. We don't see any of the primordials gone, so 6 mages, 6 primordials, or 6 primordials with 3 mages are very strong, very popular compositions that are still quite good today. We also don't see any warriors in jail, so warriors are always going to be good. I've been taking a particular liking to 6 warrior builds that also play dragons. You splash Viper and Dragon Knight in with your 6 warriors, and that way you can still get scaled along with Tidehunter or Slardar. And then you also have some really good backline damage from the Dragon Knight. You can also pair that with a Heartless, such as either Drow Ranger or Shadow Demon or something like that, and it's a pretty solid build. Brutes do lose Axe, but overall, Brutes are still pretty decent. Axe was one of the weaker ones, especially come the later stages of the game. It was between him and Magnus as kind of the late game cuts if you needed to cut a Brute, but you can still play 4 Brutes just as well. Other than that, Lone Druid is going to put a damper on Druid strategies, and so that also kind of hurts Savages, but still you've got Bristleback as a great late game Savage, and you still have Venomancer, Enchantress, and Treant as kind of the early game, and Tusk as well as kind of that early game Savage Druid kind of combo. So overall, pretty open today, just Scrappies are kind of the only ones kind of left out in the cold. Good luck in your games today, hope you enjoy it, and I will see you tomorrow.